Welcome to part 2 of my instructional video on how to play Theme for Young Lovers by The Shadows. So we're continuing on from section 1, now we're on to section 2, the verses. So your first phrasing of verse 1 should sound like this. So we're starting on the open A string, then we're going to go to fret 2 with our first finger, so B notes, then we're going to go to the open D, and here we're going to apply the vibrato, then we're going to continue going up the scale, fret 2 on D, and fret 4 then with my third finger. So then we're going to go down. We're going to go back to fret 2 and then immediately afterwards play the open D. So that should sound like this. And on that D note there, I'm applying vibrato, so altogether it should sound like this. So the second phrasing we've got should sound like this. So we're on fret 2 of the A string, then we're going to play the open D twice. And on the second time we're going to apply the vibrato, then we're going to go fret 2 on the D string, fret 4, then we're going to go across to the G string, fret 2, and then come straight back across to fret 4 on the D string, applying the vibrato on that note. It's an F sharp. So that should sound like this altogether. So now we come to the third phrasing, which should sound like this. So we're starting on the open D string, fret 4, then I'm going to go straight to fret 2 on the G string, and I'm going to apply vibrato here. Then I'm going to go back to fret 4 on the D string, then go back to fret 2 on G, then fret 4 on G, so B note, then I'm going to go back down to fret 2 to an A note, then I'm going to go across back to fret 4 on the D string, then I'm going to play open D, and then finish on fret 2, it's an E note, and here we apply vibrato. So altogether, that full section should sound like this. So the next phrasing that we have, phrasing 4, we're going to start at fret 2 of the G string. It's an A note, so that's going to sound like this. So this phrasing starts on fret 2 of the G string. It's an A note. Then we go fret 4, G string. Then we're going to go fret 2 of the B string. It's a C sharp. And then we're going to go fret 3 with our second finger. And here we apply the vibrato. So now we're going to go fret 2 again, then back to fret 3, then we're going to go fret 2 again on B, and then swap back over to the G string on fret 4, so B note, and we're going to apply vibrato here. So that should sound like this. So now we come to the 5th phrasing, which should sound like this. So we start on fret 2 of the G string, fret 4, back to fret 2, apply vibrato, then we go back to the D string, fret 4, it's an F sharp, then open D, then we play fret 2 on D, and then the open D, and there we apply vibrato. So that should sound like this. So now finally the 6th phrasing should sound like this. So we start on the open D, fret 2 D, fret 4 D, we apply vibrato here, then we're going to go 2, 4, 2, open, then we're going to go back to the A string, fret 2, open A, 2 on A, apply the vibrato, and then we're going to play the open D string twice. And on that second time, we're going to add the vibrato. So altogether, it should sound like this. And now let's hear it with the echo added. And for verse 2, we simply repeat that whole section that we've just learnt.